I've been around the eFootball YouTube community for a while now, and one thing I've noticed is that, apart from lags and delays, the biggest struggle most players face is defending. And even though there are hundreds of tutorials out there, there's still one big secret that nobody seems to talk about. That's what I'll be breaking down in this video: how defending in eFootball actually works, and how you can use this knowledge to completely transform your gameplay in eFootball 2026. So make sure you watch till the end, because I'll also share a few things that even some high-ranked players still get wrong when setting up their defense. Oh, and before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe if you love learning the real mechanics behind eFootball. Let's get into it. The big question: when it comes to defending, which one do you think matters the most? Your formation? Your player's stats? Their player IDs? Or your reading of the game? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Now, the truth is, the most important part of defending is your players. Because your players determine the kind of formation you can use, how compact your defense will be, and how effective your system will actually perform under pressure. Here is why players matter more than formation. Most players make this mistake. They copy setups from pro or P2W YouTubers without considering that those players have specific cards trained perfectly for their system. A setup that works for someone with 5-star defenders and elite player IDs won't work for an F2P player using generic defenders. You can't run a high defensive line when your CBs have 70 speed and low defensive awareness. So instead of copying, you need to understand how to build around your players, their playstyles, their stats, and their roles. That's what separates real defensive stability from panicked defending. Understanding player playstyles. Let's start with playstyles, because this is one of the biggest secrets people overlook. For center backs, there are two key playstyles you should care about: build-up and destroyer. The build-up defender is calm and structured. He holds his position, keeps shape, and is perfect for players who defend deep or play possession football. The destroyer steps up aggressively. He closes down opponents faster, wins tackles earlier, and suits counterattack systems. Now here's the trick. The perfect pairing in a 4-at-the-back system is one build-up plus one destroyer. Why? Because the build-up CB stays back to protect against long balls, while the destroyer presses early to stop attacks before they start. But in a 3-at-the-back, things change. Your central CB should always be a build-up to keep your shape, while the two wide CBs should ideally be destroyers or defensive fullbacks to handle wide attacks and overlapping wingers. Now let's talk about something that destroys most people's defensive setup: playing defenders out of position. When you put an attacking or defensive fullback in a CB role, the game's AI cancels their default defending logic. They start reacting based on their playstyle, not the position. That's why your CB suddenly sprints forward or leaves massive gaps behind him. P2W players can get away with it because their cards have high all-round stats and adaptability. But if you're F2P, stick to defenders who were built for defending. Trust me, your backline will feel 10 times more stable. Alright, here's another hidden truth nobody really explains clearly: the balance between stats and player ID. Player ID refers to things like body type, stride length, reach, and turning radius. It's why Van Dijk feels smoother than someone like Koulibaly even if their stats look similar. But stats always come first. Player ID only shines when your stats are already elite. Let's take Barisi or Cannavaro, short players, average body reach, but their positioning and tackling feel insane. That's because their defensive awareness and tackling are both 95+. And they move faster thanks to balanced balance plus acceleration stats. So for your defenders, aim for 95+ defensive awareness and tackling, 85+ speed and acceleration, since the defending update made speed more critical. You don't need player ID perfection. You just need stats that make their reactions consistent. Now let's put everything together and build actual systems. If you're running a 4-at-the-back setup, use at least one defensive fullback. 2 if you play against cross spammers or long ball players. Keep one attacking fullback on your bench for when you're chasing goals or need width. Pair a build-up CB with a destroyer CB. That combo gives balance between positioning and aggression. For a 3-at-the-back setup, your 2-side CBs should be defensive fullbacks or destroyers to cover the flanks. Your central CB must always be built up, so your shape never collapses during transitions. The goal here is balance, not just defending deep, but defending smart. Stay compact in the middle, but always protect your flanks. Now, let's talk about the real hidden secret of defending. Anticipation beats tackling every single time. Most players rush to press or slide at every chance. But the best defenders wait. They read the rhythm of their opponent. Learn to watch your opponent's body direction, their passing rhythm, and where they like to build up. When you start cutting off passing lanes instead of chasing the ball, your opponent will feel trapped. Every time they turn, you're already there. Even pro players hate this kind of defending because it kills their flow completely. Defending isn't just about tackles, pressing, or even formations. It's about understanding your players, their roles, and reading the flow of the game. Once you master these, you'll realize defending can be just as satisfying as scoring goals. If this helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth eFootball breakdowns, and tell me in the comments, what's your go-to defensive formation right now? I might make a full defensive setup tutorial based on your replies.